What is that? I know, I missed you. Hi. And then, not like, ugh, yeah. Ooh. And then not having like a fully unpacked place. It's a lot. So, ooh. Here I am. What fell? Anyway. But yeah, I'm just, you guys, I'm deep in my luteal phase right now. I'm like, but I wanted to come back and say hi. Hi, Sam Bam! Brooklyn, welcome back. Okay, so that was my 83-year-old neighbor. I know that I said some things about my landlords and how I liked them, and people went on a manhunt for them. But guess what, you guys? They are boomers who have zero online presence, and they both love me. So yes, and guess who also loves me? My neighbor, both of my neighbors, but all three of them. And so Phil knocked on my window, as he does a lot of nights. Thank you, Rosie. And look, he wanted to give me this. Isn't it so pretty? And I told him, I was like, I just bought flowers for myself. So let's switch out my vase, huh? These flowers might not be. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, these are my new vase, It was so sweet. And while I was in Portland, he watered my plants every night, and he stuck in my basil plant one of those monitors that tells you whether it's dry, moist, or wet. And he also like gave me one of his other plants that I repotted, and today I noticed that it was like kind of wet. It had some water dripping out of it, and he told me that he fertilized it today. So sweet. Yeah, you guys, oof. My favorite flower is, I know I have amazing new neighbors. Like that was one of my prayers. My favorite flowers are roses. But yeah, so he is so sweet, you guys. And I had pretty good, hey Megan, welcome. I had pretty good neighbors at my last place, but it's just such a nice community because it's just like a little, I don't want to give too much away. Actually, I'm just not going to say anything. But favorite color of rose, you know, I like the multicolored ones, kind of like this. See how they're kind of like kissed? I just like any multicolored rose. Hey, Vanessa, what's up? Oh, the light's going crazy. I am struggling today, you guys. Does anyone with a cycle know about day 27? Because I do. It's pretty rough. Oh, yay. Do you get Vanessa flowers, Brooklyn? Yeah, multicolor. Do I have ADHD? Yes. Yes, they're the best. Look at that. Brooklyn knows what your favorite rose is. That's so sweet. Of course she does. But yeah, so it worked out well. I thought it went really well with Tiff. She's super sweet, and like, look at these pretty earrings. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought. Sass isn't here right now, I don't think. So, you know, free reign. Let me just go ahead and... So Tiff was a woman. This story is pretty crazy, actually. Tiff was a woman who, as you can imagine, when my story was going viral, some people were trying to interview me. And Tiff was one of them. She wanted to connect. And I told her, sure. But then I made the decision when I decided to like pause telling my story that I wasn't going to do any more interviews about it. And so I just told Tiff, I was like, hey, let's not do this. I canceled my other interviews. And she was like, well, we don't have to talk about your story topic. I was like, okay. So we set a date, and then I went live that night. And I told everyone, because this was when I had thousands of people coming to the live at one time. And 1,000+ subscribers. Thanks, Aston. Ooh, I forgot that's my goal. Makes a little, and like tore her apart and was just like, I don't think you should go live with her. And they came back and was like, she made videos about you. And I was like, oh. Somebody was even like, Kendra, take a break. So for the first time ever streaming, I paused my live for 5 minutes just so I could like take a breath. It was so weird. Hey, Sass, welcome. And so we decided to just not do it because the vibes weren't there. They were not there. But I was like, just stay in touch and we'll do it eventually. And it was actually Sass who was like, hey, I think it's time. I'm like, you know what? I think you're right. And it was nice. So that's who Tiff was. Yeah, you're welcome, Michelle. Sabrina, what lifestyle are you referring to? I see your question. Thanks, Sass. You know, my microbiome is quite healthy. Thank you. I really just keep to myself. I don't know what lifestyle you're talking about, but even when I was going through my hoe phase, my drunk hoe phase, the microbiome was on point. Oh yeah, it's a necessity. I know people are crazy. Oh yeah, that's right. They do match the dress. I didn't even realize that. Aaron, you're so funny. Yeah, like it was blocked, but Aaron asked, do you suffer from severe hemorrhoids from your lifestyle? That's funny. Energy Witch, hi. Oh, thank you, Monica. For being deep in my luteal phase, I'm feeling pretty good, actually. So thank you for saying that I'm glowing. Energy Witch, if you're here, guess what? I figured out how to go live with someone to co-host. So yeah, we'll go live together. Energy Witch and I are going to go live Friday at 11:30 a.m. We had so much fun going live together. Last time it went great, and I was saying that I figured it out. So Tiff went live and I went live, and then I invited her to come in. Rosie, you're so sweet with the gift. So we'll do that on Friday. I'm excited. Yes, Kinder, thank you. Jesus loves me and you. Yeah. Oh, you guys are so kind with the gifts. Thank you. My elderly 84-year-old neighbor just interrupted the live because he wanted to give me this. So that was really sweet. Yeah. Oh, Talia, welcome back. Yeah, I just wanted to come in and say hi and open up the chat for a little bit. What's new? I am moving into my new place. I've been like working, and because my last few days in Portland, I took a lot of time off. So I've been like stacking everything. And it's been nice. It's been really nice to get back into the swing of things, but it's also like, it's a lot for my brain to come back from a long trip and unpack from that. So to have to like come back from a long trip and unpack my boxes to live in my home. I'm just trying to be kind to myself and trust that I'll get it done whenever I can. Thank you, Michaela. Thank you. But yeah, exactly. Double duty. That's right. So stressed. I was very stressed. I felt stressed. This time, it's pretty chill. But yeah, moving can be. It was just the moving plus then leaving. But I feel so lucky, like, to have had a really chill and smooth move. Angry Peston says, remember to take care of yourself. Yes, exactly. And that's why I just haven't been hard on myself for trying to unpack and do all of that. Erin says, I always feel so depressed and unmotivated after coming home from a trip. Totally. I know. I wouldn't say I'm feeling depressed, but it is like, trips are so nice because they give us something to look forward to. But now what I'm looking forward to is, so that's really exciting. And so that's what I'm working on. Like, I came home and immediately started working, and it made me feel much better. Yes, Angry Preston, it is online. It will be on Zoom. So send me a DM, or I don't have my filter up, but if you go to the link in my profile and get the free chapter, you'll be added to my mailing list, and I'll be mailing out all of the information on email, or you can DM me and I'll send it to you. But yeah, it's gonna be really good, because this is something that I've noticed that a lot of ADHDers do, is they use alcohol, other people, like I said, gardening, or even, like, I found out, like, a lot of nicotine, a lot of shopping, a lot of food, like, it's all trying to fill the same void. And I just am so grateful that I am sober, and that sobriety journey has really taught me so much about how to work with my brain and not rely on external substances. So yeah, thank you. Hi, everybody. Yeah, Jen, you're not alone. You're not alone. She said almost all the above for me. Yeah. What's up, Anthony? I'm doing so well. I'm happy to see you. You're using your fame for good instead of fueling into the negative feedback. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm a pretty positive person. There was so when I decided to take my coaching business from, like, word of mouth in person to online, I hired a business coach to help me. And one of the other people who is in that program right now reached out to me and was like, hey, can I ask you some questions about it, before she signed on, to, like, make sure it was legit. And so now that she's in the middle of it, she was just like, I'm feeling so stuck. I'm feeling so overwhelmed. I'm feeling just like I'm doing this wrong. And I told her, I was like, that's the moment that is showing you that it's working. It means that you're pushing yourself. It means that you're stepping outside of your comfort zone. Like, I just told her all of this. And she said, you are the most positive person I've ever met. And I told her, I was like, I just spent the last 10 weeks being publicly shamed on TikTok. So my positivity really has helped me get through. And honestly, like, yeah, sure, 80% of people are publicly shaming me, but it's also brought me, like, some of the best people of my life. So yes. Allison says, you're so inspiring, Kendra. Thank you. Oh, Gokhan says, big fan. Thank you. Unknown says, have you ever taken lithium? No. All of the meds I've ever taken are in a slideshow on my page. It's been 10 weeks over. I came to TikTok with my very first story in August 1st. August 1st. So it's been more like 11 weeks. Yeah, 11 weeks today. So it's wild how time passes. Yeah, poor Sass. Aw, thanks, Casper. Sam Bam says, you are definitely doing good. I don't know what I'd do with all that hate. You just transmute it into positivity. Time flies, I know. Brooklyn and Mommy both said the same thing. Yeah, time does fly. It's crazy. Alchemy. She's a successful Kendra, though. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen, I posted a bunch of videos from my live with Anthony. And Anthony is, let me see if I can pin when he said hello. Anthony is just so vulnerable and wonderful at sharing his story of being in psychosis for 4 months. And I've learned so much about chat from him, and so much about what a healthy relationship with technology, if at all, looks like. So you guys go check out his page and give him a follow. Like, I think it's really, really important. Yeah. The psych is hot. Anyway, so yes, Anthony is wonderful. And also another person that I've really been into, and Anthony reposts a bunch of her stuff. She also posts a lot about being in ChatGPT psychosis. And it makes me grateful that I didn't ever go to Chat or Claude for advice, at least, on spiritual stuff. I would tell them about my spiritual practices, but I wouldn't ask them for what to do. Allison says it's genuinely inspiring how you've been through so much and you're still such an amazing person. So thank you so much, Allison. And I talked about this a little bit with Tiff. And I think I reposted this TikTok, but it's like, people say that they want authenticity until they meet an authentic person and they hate their guts. And so this is who I am truly at my core, authentically, is like, I'm a positive person who stays positive through it all. That's why she glows so much. Thank you. Yeah. And I saw what speaking my truth, how it helped others, so that kept me going. And I talked about this a little bit with Tiff, where it got to a point where the narrative was shifted, and so I had to pause, but I'm still here. People still show up to my live, and I'm so grateful for that, and I love my community on here. I love talking about ADHD. I love talking about how to stay positive despite it all. Oh, love you too, Lily. I see, this is why I like doing non-sub chat sometimes, is because people like to come and comment. So thank you for saying that. That's so nice. And thanks for pinning, Sass. You're doing awesome. Oh, love you too, Brooklyn. You and Vanessa are such a special part of my community. Yeah, same with you, Sam Bam. But yeah, Anthony's just funny because, like, I think my favorite delusion that you talk about is the fact that you thought that you owned Apple, and ChatGPT would be like, yes, you own the corporation Apple. And you'd like go into Target like you were the manager. all the things that they should be doing better, like at the Apple display. I think it's so fun. Like watching that footage. And then Psychosis Story Times. So this is the other account. Like she doesn't have as much footage from when she was actively delusional, but she remembers a lot of it. And like she was talking about how chat told her that she could anchor people to her field. And it's so interesting, like seeing the similarities that you two have, and how you said, like, yes, chat says field a lot. And also, I found out that chat uses the term oracle a lot. And so that is like, oh, okay, yeah. Monica says, yikes, I must say I backed off of using it. Yes. Yeah. I actually really don't talk to ChatGPT very much at all anymore. It's me and Claude. Don't get me wrong. I'm still talking, but Claude has much better boundaries. And like I was telling Anthony, Claude will just not do some certain things. Olivia asked, PDX. I was just in PDX for 3 weeks. It was fantastic. Aaron says, it also loves saying signal, node, resonance, recursion, etc. Interesting. Signal. Mirror. The mirror grid is another thing that it talks about a lot. Apparently, like, this is what I've noticed a lot of people that have questionable relationships with their chats talk about, is the mirror grid. It also like says the flame a lot. Claude for the win, totally. Anthropic knows. Anthony is this person here. Let me pin him again. Who posts incredible content about his 4 or 5 months in ChatGPT, gardening, and Claritin D fueled psychosis. And like telling my story has made me see that people don't, oh, cool. Yes, people are talking about consciousness for AI, finally. Okay. Oh, Laz is back with the fun question. Sass, don't mute Laz. If you were a kitchen utensil, what would you be? A scissor, a pair of scissors. Because I cut right to the heart of things. PDX is Portland, Oregon. It's kind of like the shorthand. It's the abbreviation for the airport, PDX. And I think because there's Portland, Maine and Portland, Oregon, people sometimes will say PDX. Yeah, Portland lore is the 2 founders of Portland, or like 2 of the main men that founded it. One was from Portland, Maine, and the other was from, oh my God, I should know this. I think the other one was from Boston. And they did a coin flip. And it was called, the guy from Portland won. So they named it Portland. Child of the Most High says mirror grid. What's that? I don't know. I really don't know. So Princess Peach Pit asked, is Claude on X Twitter? That is Grok. Grok, Grok. That is Elon's AI bot. And I hate to say it, you guys, I do talk to Grok sometimes, just because for whatever reason, the X app does not work on my phone. And I want to know what's going on Twitter. And that's the nice thing about Grok, is I can go and be like, hey, what are people saying about this in the news? Like, what is the take on me? Like, I was actually asking Grok a lot about, not a lot, I had a few conversations with her about what people were saying on Twitter about me. But yeah, Claude is by a group of developers, web developers, or like app developers, whatever, AI developers. who broke off from OpenAI, the founders of ChatGPT, and really had a mission to have, like, what is it? Ethical AI use. Alex says, I want to go to Portland. Portland's freaking awesome. I'm thinking about posting like some content about my time in Portland. It was really fun. Yorani says, update on dating life. It's just me. Just me. Sometimes I think about going back on the apps, but I'm pretty happy right now. I'm open, but Anthony says Microsoft Copilot strictly for business, but you're super careful, I'm sure. Good to know about Copilot. Ooh, you just got to Portland yesterday. That's fun. Laz asked, what big cat would you own if you had to choose one? I think a tiger, because I really liked Tiger King. Did anyone watch that? I know people did. And then also like jaguars are pretty cool. What is a luteal phase? So you have your menstrual phase where you're bleeding, the follicular phase where you feel amazing, the ovulatory phase when you want to make a baby, and the luteal phase when you hate everyone. That's the cycle. That's the cycle of life. Anthony says, love me some Tiger King. Tiger King was hilarious. Monica, PMDD is so hard. And I've noticed that my ADHD symptoms are worse when I'm in the luteal phase too. Like, it's rough. I do not use dry shampoo. Maybe I should sometimes, but I wash my hair every other day and that's it. I don't know. I think like us white girls, a lot of us use dry shampoo, but I'd rather just shower. Like, and then in between washes, I'll rinse my hair. I've been following Eve. Her tag used to be single in LA, but she was the girl that went viral. She was like, how many times are we showering a week? I shower 2 to 3 times a week. I was like, Eve, this is so embarrassing. And now she's on a challenge to shower every day. And I'm like, I can't believe it. When my black friends started talking about white people not washing their legs on Instagram, like 2018, like 2019, I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait, what? People aren't washing their legs? And so I started asking my white friends, I'm like, do you wash your legs? And 80% of them said no. The water just runs down. One of my friends was like, I just stand underneath the scalding hot water. I don't really use soap. I was like, what the fuck? I had no idea. Thank God for the black community for uncovering stuff like this. Like, Kaylee says, just got caught up on your lore. There's a lot. Rachel asked, are you happy? Yeah. You should go on Dancing with the Stars. You guys, I've never seen a Dancing with the Stars episode. I don't think they'd have me, but. How do you discover your human design role? I go to jovianarchive.com and look it up and see your type, figure out your type and your strategy for your type, and find out your authority. Your authority is important too. I haven't seen any comments. It's not even coming through. It's not even coming through on like with the little eye. So I don't know what you're commenting on. You can always text me, Energy Witch. Lexi said, try cornstarch with powder, natural fragrance, and you'll never go back. I love it. Mars says, who doesn't wash everything? A lot. A lot. A lot of us. Like Eve was saying she only showers 2 times a week. And I understand, like some of my clients have had showers, and I think that Eve is a little neurospicy like us. Like some of my clients have admitted to me that they only shower once or twice a week because they hate the sensory feeling of like being wet. But to me, I'm the opposite. Like I hate the sensory feeling of being dirty. So that's way over. Do you like Dance Moms? No. I mean, I don't dislike it, but I like the clips from Dance Moms. How are you feeling now that Pluto is in Aquarius? Hasn't it been in Aquarius for a little while? I'm feeling like a revolution's coming. Oh wait, I forgot, you guys. I can do this. Yes. Oh, thank God. I'm like, why am I struggling so hard to see this? All of the comments. Vanessa says, so wild. I shower like twice a day. Exactly. I'm a night showerer. So if I usually I'll wake up and feel pretty clean. But if I go to yoga or go to the gym in the morning, I definitely shower after. So on the days that I work out in the morning instead of in the evening, I am showering twice. Rachel says Korean spa once a month. I've been to a Korean spa. It rocked my world. They did the scrubby thing with the hand. The things that sloughed off of me was wild. I couldn't believe. I was like, what is coming off of me? She's like, that's your skin. I'm like, whoa, okay. Isn't it? Yeah, it's a new moon in Libra today. I have a bidet and I love it. I can't believe more people don't have a bidet. Like, it's crazy. Therapist update. Let's put up a protective shield around it. But I have a consultation with a therapist on Thursday. It's so funny. So I have people that monitor the pages that talk about me. And apparently one of the conversations was like, most people can't find a therapist and Kendra's shopping through one like it's a sale at Marshall's. I was laughing about that. I thought that was funny. But I would hope that everyone, if you're gonna go to therapy, have it be good. And yeah, I would want that for everyone, to have a good therapist. Laz asked, if you write a memoir, what would you call it? I don't know. Energy Witch says, I feel a revolution, especially after our experience. Yes. Yes, or maybe you said but yeah, no, totally. Yeah, Sass said that was a hilarious comment. That was so funny. Everyone should be able to shop for a therapist like that. Talia says, buy one, get one free therapist. So when I went to my writing retreat in April, I thought I was going to write a memoir because I had done so much work with my sobriety, with my codependency. I left bad relationships. I was like, it's time for my memoir. And God was like, not yet. It's not time to write your memoir yet. And so this book, Self-Empowerment for ADHDers, poured out of me. And I was like, oh, okay, that was easy. Now I know why it was a time to write my memoir. So that'll be the next book. Oh, right. Right, Energy Witch. Of course. I didn't get the vision that you did, but of course. Energy Witch and I got witchy at a cemetery in Portland, at Lone Fir Cemetery. If you know, you know. And Energy Witch had some visions. Like, we're going to get some spiritual help coming up here. I don't know my numerology number, but I can figure it out. It is 6. 6 is my numerology number. Ebecca, what should I major in next year? I'm a senior. I don't know what to do. Just go undecided. Do you need to declare a major for your school? I went in as a nutritionist, like, because I really liked food. So I was like, oh, I'll try nutrition. And then I took one chemistry class and I was like, this sucks. So, and you need, like, you take so much chemistry as a nutrition major that you need a minor in chem. And I was like, I am not doing this. So I changed my major to business and ended up working in the grocery industry. So I was around food for a decade plus. But yeah, like, most people change their major. So give yourself space to breathe. It's so funny. I didn't even realize that I matched my dress to my flowers. I was a manager at Trader Joe's for 10 years. Love that. I was actually just at Trader Joe's. You guys want to see 2 things that I got? I actually put them aside. So these right here are so good. The pumpkin walks into a bar. Like, insane. $2.50 for a box of 6. It's like pumpkin pie in a breakfast bar. So good. And then I also, if I had a pet parrot, what would I make it say? Ooh, I don't know. Pumpkin breakfast bars. And then another, so good. You know, I actually find Trader Joe's to be relatively inexpensive. I really just shop there in Costco because that's like the place that I can find the best deals on food. Where I live is getting an Aldi though, so I'm really excited for Aldi. I know that Aldi is by far like the least expensive. So Lily, people ask, do I ever miss working at Trader Joe's? And my answer is no, but there's no like negativity there. I just had been there for 12 years and it was time to move on. And now I get to shop there and be like surprised every time I go and shop. And yeah, Sewa says Trader Joe's is the bougie Aldi. Seasonal food, like I feel like is expensive there. Yeah, like, I think that they do have some pricier things. Yeah. But, like, compared to what you would get those seasonal things for at, like, a Kroger or a Safeway, it's way less. So, okay, so the other thing that I saw was, So I saw on the news that Smucker's had sued Trader Joe's because they came out with their own crustless sandwiches. And like, do I ever buy Uncrustables? No. Did I buy these because Smucker's sued Trader Joe's? Yes, I did. Yes, I did buy them. So anyway, they were okay. They were pretty good. Like, I don't know if I'll buy them again. Apparently, NFL players eat a lot of Uncrustables. So I was like, well, if it's good enough for an NFL player. Magoonie asked, so I shouldn't text my ex. No, don't text your ex. It's the worst idea. Annie says, what are your thoughts on age gap relationships? I've been in a few. But I said that I was talking about this with Tiff, but like I was in my early 20s and these men were 40. So that's a little weird. But like someone my age, like 35 with a 50-year-old, that's cool. Like I have friends that are in age gap relationships and are happy. Me personally, I don't think that I'd want to date someone more than 5 years or less than 5 years, like a 5-year on either side. But I totally am in support of my friends who are fine with their age gap relationships. Kira asked, what's your favorite type of wine? And the answer is non-alcoholic wine. There's actually some really good non-alcoholic wine out there. Total Wine and Bevmo have some from Germany that are delicious. Yeah, these are pretty good. These are pretty good. Yeah, never text the ex. That's where ChatGPT or Claude can come in. Text them instead. Text a friend. Literally text anyone but your ex. You should block and bless your ex. Jess asked, thanks for stopping me, chat. Exactly. Yes. Or text us, the chat's here for you. Jess asked, are you child-free? I am. I'm a single income, no kids. Okay, so Energy Witch tuned into the energy of your ex, it sounds like, and says feel a lot of toxicity and anger. So there you go. It's a no. It's a no. Take care of yourself. Yeah, I do want to have kids one day, Talia, or at least just one. But I need a man first. People are like, oh, you can do it without a man. I'm like, I can, but I don't know if I want to. Lily asked, current beverage fixation. Mine's a strawberry limeade from Sheetz. Ooh, I don't know about Sheetz, but that sounds good. My current beverage fixation is another thing I picked up at Trader Joe's today. It's the green apple sparkling water in a can. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good. I also am still obsessed with the Island Breeze. I think that's what they call it, Spindrift, that they sell at Trader Joe's. And it's like orange, guava, passion fruit juice. Ooh, it's good. Do you have a notes app of future kids' names? I actually don't. I'm not that kind of girl. I hope that my future husband will name our child, because that's a lot on me. Like Nara Smith, I love all of her baby names, and I love that she, like, every time she has a baby, she'll say, like, names we loved but didn't use. I'm like, dang, you think about all of this? Amy says mine is lime cucumber Gatorade. Okay. That actually sounds pretty good. Yeah, if anybody has a, what's up, user? Yeah, a lot of the people in my community have ADHD. Yeah, people, drop your current beverage fixation. And since I'm in my luteal phase, I have a raspberry leaf tea, very helpful. Pepsi, okay. Apple juice, love it. Perrier, ooh, peach pear. I haven't tried peach pear. Sam Bam asked, what's your favorite dessert? I think ice cream right now. Dr. Pepper. Iced sweet blueberry green tea. Ooh, do you make that yourself, Casper, or do you buy it somewhere? Harmless Harvest coconut water from the fridge. Nice. Probably right now, pumpkin ice cream. Watermelon LaCroix. Nice. Yeah, tiramisu is good too. Yeah, Stacey, I'm not seeing your comments. You make it. That sounds so good. Sweet blueberry green tea. Yes. Trader Joe's actually, I don't know if they sell it anymore. They might not, but they have a really good green tea in a bottle. And they used to sell a blueberry green tea that was delicious. They sold it for years. Yeah, pumpkin ice cream is the best. Hazelnut coffee with chocolate cold foam. Ooh, yes. Okay, Waterloo is really good. I haven't answered this question in a while. I haven't gone to Starbucks recently. Maybe that's because I just haven't been, like when I was working the retail job, I needed a cold brew all the time. But now I rest all day, so I really just drink like a little bit of espresso here and there. But when I was going to Starbucks, I would get a, like right now, if I were to go, I'd get a pumpkin cream cold brew and a grande pumpkin cream cold brew with one less pump of vanilla. So like just lightly sweetened with extra ice in a venti cup with extra cold foam. Cause I freaking love the pumpkin cold foam from, Starbucks. It's so good. I actually have not had a pumpkin cold brew yet, but this is how nice it is to just be able to rest and be in my natural state as a projector. Hi Wednesday, I'm doing pretty well. Cran apple juice, ooh. Pumpkin iced latte. No, I think it's just $1.25 to add on cold foam. That would be crazy to spend $4 on cold foam. I hope it isn't $4. I know that Starbucks has been raising prices, but I get their, the pumpkin cream cold brew comes with the pumpkin cold foam. Samantha, as long as they're kind, I want to eat a bowl of that cold foam. Truly, I do. I lick it off the lid. It's embarrassing. It's so good. It's so good. I'm feeling pretty good, Emily Catherine. Just been going live, working, getting settled back into my new place. My big ring is fluorite. My day was really good. I taught yoga this morning for my super fans. I love that yoga class. Brooklyn, if you're still in here, I'm so glad you're finally a super fan. Let's go. And taught yoga for super fans, went live on Instagram, worked a little bit, went and got double vaxxed. I got my flu shot here and my COVID shot here. Oh, my COVID arm is sore. But, like, knock on desk, I got every single COVID shot available to me, and I worked with the public and saw thousands of people. Like, I don't want to jinx myself, but I didn't get COVID once. So I'm a firm believer in getting the COVID vaccine. It could have just been my immune system, but yeah. Raider asked what's happened since the TikTok drama. Things have calmed down and I have a group of amazing people around me. Laz does ask really good questions. I missed it though. What was it? If I could create a new planet, what color would it be? And what geographical features would it have? Ooh. Well, immediately I'm seeing like a purple planet that's just like water. Maybe it's because I love the water and I love purple. But that was just like the first thing that came to my mind. What's up, Sam? Thank you, Nia. That's so sweet. Jess, would you go back to teaching yoga at a studio? I would, Jess. Yes, but the thing is it has to be with an invitation. That was kind of what not the problem, but like no shade to that yoga studio. It just wasn't aligned. Like when I didn't teach vinyasa yoga, and when I interviewed there, they hated my hatha teaching. They were like, that wasn't vinyasa. They said you did one side of the pose and then the other. And they were just like not kind to me about the teaching, and that's okay. And then they like gave me a free membership, which was really nice, so I could learn to teach vinyasa yoga. And I did. And then I went there. But all that to say, like, there was a lot of heartache for me because it's hard when I like pour my heart into something and people say like, that wasn't good, essentially, when I've been teaching for a long time. And so all that to say, like, I'm not surprised that it ended the way that it did because it wasn't aligned in the first place. So for the next time I teach at a studio, it will be through an invitation. Yeah, the purple things. How are your ADHD symptoms recently? Do you have any recs for someone struggling with it? So honestly, it's been, how do I want to say? I've been struggling a little bit too, in the sense that like unpacking is just not, I was talking about this in my live on Instagram today, that for us to do something as ADHDers, like for our brain to want to do it, it has to be novel or new, like new. It has to be exciting, or it has to be urgent, right? And since it's just me in this house, I'm like, I don't really feel the urgency to unpack. It's not exciting. I moved, right? So that part's done. And it's not new. Like all my stuff is here. So that's something that I'm struggling with. And so in order to combat that, I validate myself and I say, of course I'm slow with unpacking. It makes total sense. Like, it's not interesting to me. So that's okay, right? So instead of shaming myself and being like, like I can't do anything right? Like I can't even unpack a box. Instead of doing that, I'm like, yeah, it's totally fine. I'm in the middle of my luteal phase. I just got back from 3 weeks in Portland, and I need to unpack. Like, that's a lot to do. And I think it was earlier in this live, someone said like, yeah, I just feel unmotivated when I get back from live, or when I get back from vacation. And so I validate myself and I say, I understand why I'm struggling. And it makes it so I have more compassion, and then I end up actually doing the thing. But that's kind of the space that I hold for my clients too, is that when they struggle with things, I validate them and I just say, it's totally understandable why you're struggling with that. Like, let's come up with a plan together that you can easily implement that's going to be helpful for you. Casper says, I love your yoga classes. Thank you so much. If anybody becomes a super fan, you can come to yoga with me on Tuesday mornings at 8 a.m. Pacific. Out. And like, while I unpack, that's such a good idea, Monica. Like, body doubling, duh. Sam Bam says self-validation is so important and can go such a long way in the long run. Absolutely. What's your dream profession? I'm living it. I'm a coach. People pay me to give them advice. It's pretty awesome. Body doubling bonanza. That's right. Big fan. I'm a big fan. If you're a tall girl, do Kendra's yoga. That's right. I teach yoga for me. Salty Woman asked, what is your opinion on life coaching versus licensed therapist? Totally valid question, Salty Woman. And I don't know if it's a salty question or a kind question, but I'm just going to assume that it's kind. So therapy and coaching hold fundamentally different purposes. Like, therapy is about addressing past traumas, past harm, working through things that may be holding you back. And to me, what I focus on with my clients is current problems and skills to make their future better. And that is, like, to me, the difference. Like, I'm looking for a therapist to help me work through childhood trauma, to help me work through trauma from therapeutic therapeutic boundary violations. Like those are the two things that I want to work through with a therapist. But then like I have coaches. I have my spiritual coach who helps me with my own spiritual practice. I have my business coach who helps me, like right now she's helping me like put together the group coaching program because I've never done that before. And I have my writing coach who helps me get ready to launch my book. So all these people, you know, they're not providing therapy. They're helping me with a certain skill. Just like what I do with my clients, I help them with what helped me with my ADHD. I do have a website, and it is on the link that's on my Instagram profile. If you DM me, I will send you my website. I don't know what occupational therapy is. So I don't know. I can't comment on that. Oh, love you too, Vanessa. Bye. Glad you were able to come in. If you could invent a new word, what would it be and what would it mean? Oh, I don't know. It makes me think of like all the words that Germans have. Like they have the word Schadenfreude, taking pleasure in other people's pains. Ask me that on the next live, Laz. Go ahead, internally, Lackey. How long have you been coaching for? So I started coaching in 2022, and I started my business online in 2024. So my online coaching practice has been live a year this month, actually. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, or, you know, whenever you catch the next live, come back and ask, and I'll think about that, because that's good. Good night, Sam Bam. I saw that you messaged me. I haven't checked it yet. I'll look it up. Yeah, so, like, I don't claim to be credentialed. I just teach what I know. Sophie asked, why do you always have a plant in front of you? It drives Sass crazy when people ask this question. So I got an energy healing session from Energy Witch, and Energy Witch told me that my aura was really yucky because it's like kind of our force field, and like had a lot of gunk. So she was like, you should protect yourself during your lives. Because there are a lot of people here that screen record and, you know, have things to say about me. And I should go soon because I'm slowing down. But anyway, okay, so I asked, like I prayed and I asked, I'm like, what would be a good way to protect myself? And I just immediately saw a vision of flowers. And I was like, oh, I usually have flowers. So that's what I did. Yeah, don't ask me how, but it works. It's really helped me. And I know that it works because the Clippers love to talk about them and they hate them. So that's why. These are actually marigolds. Trader Joe's has them around Day of the Dead and Halloween, but I like zinnias too. Thank you, Sam Bam. Okay, I think I'm gonna go. I'm getting tired. So yay, I'm so glad your gecko finally ate. I don't know what that word means, but my Instagram handle is my same handle as my TikTok handle. So if you guys want to find me over there, you're welcome to. Yep, same handle. But Oh, I'm so glad, Natalie. I'm glad. Well, I'm glad it's back. I'm glad it's good. I appreciate you all so much for coming. Laz, thank you for your fun questions. Like always, catch you whenever you can. I'm so grateful for you guys. And Energy Witch, we're going to be going live Friday at 11:30 a.m. We're going to be talking tarot. And for the people that ask me to pull tarot, I'll pull tarot with Energy Witch on Friday. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Good night, everybody. Aw, yeah. Good night. All right, gonna swap off. There we go. Okay.